What is good, guys? You already know who it is. And today, I know it's kind of unusual for me to do back-to-back uploads or daily uploads or whatever. Yes, it's been a while since I did that. But today, I kind of want to talk about Shinobi Striker's long-distance cousin, Black Clover Quartet Knights. Now, a lot of people don't know about this game. A lot of people don't know this game exists. They don't know that the game is basically free on the PSN store, but I get into that later on. This is basically Shinobi Striker's cousin, just without the CAC feature in the game, pretty much, and the roster is much smaller. But yes, this is Shinobi Striker's cousin. In terms of gameplay, they're pretty much the same exact thing, but in Shinobi Striker, you fight with hands and weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. In Black Clover, you fight with magic or weapons like swords that can have magic on them, or you can do melee as well. Now, like I said, a lot of people may have never heard of this game and don't even know that it exists, but it does exist. It actually came out around the same time as Shinobi Striker, and it was developed by Illinois Inc. Games. Now, these guys created the first Saint Seiya game on the PS4 console, and they also created Gundam Breaker 1, 2, and 3. Now, the reason why you guys have never heard of this game is because it came out around the same time as My Hero One's Justice and Shinobi Striker, two animes that were literally just, Naruto's, Shippuden's just coming off the, Final Valley fight, and it's just now ending, and we're transitioning over to Boruto. And then you got My Hero, I think that was in his second or third, I think it was like his second season or something like that. And yeah, they were just popping. Then you have Black Clover, who's only a few episodes into their anime, and we haven't really seen enough in the anime. Now, usually games go off of the anime adaptation rather than the manga adaptation. For Black Clover, this is different. They had so little anime content that they actually dug deep, really deep into manga content. And if you guys know who Mimosa is, if you don't know who Mimosa is, you gotta watch Black Clover. But I played with Mimosa one day, and I noticed that when I used her ultimate, I had never seen that in the entirety of the show or the manga. Turns out her ultimate is from the latest chapter that just came out, yesterday? Yeah, they had so little content on the anime that they just went too deep into the manga and kind of spoiled stuff for people. And I feel like this is why this game, it didn't flop, because it's a good game. It didn't flop. It flopped. It did flop due to promotion and the time it came out. You can't. My Hero was busting, man. It was popping. And then you got Naruto and Boruto, who their names carry a lot of fucking weight, a lot of weight. Naruto is legit one of the faces of Bandai. So of course Black Clover, Black Clover was new, only a few episodes in, and people were like, oh shit, I have never heard of a Black Clover. Oh, they only have a few episodes. Man, I only can afford 2 games. I guess I'm gonna go with My Hero and Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. Which is kinda it's true. Everybody, shit, I didn't even know Black Clover came out when it did. If it did, I would have bought it. But I mean, if I knew, I would have bought it. But thing is, man, this game is literally the closest thing to Shinobi Striker, and these 2 games came out around the same exact time. Remember, I'm just saying, guys, Shinobi Striker is not the only one to start. They didn't start a wave like this. They're not the only one to start a wave like this for games. Black Clover did the same exact thing. They just left out CACs, and they were lacking hell of content. They lacked more content than any game I've ever seen. Like, they had a story mode, but the story mode wasn't. It was a spin-off, for one. It wasn't even the actual manga adaptation. It was like a spin-off, so they got most of the shit from a spin-off. And on top of that, the roster was smaller, or is smaller, than the actual Shinobi Striker base roster from release day. Yeah, it's pretty small. But the characters are good, the gameplay is good, and they basically damn near have the same game modes as Shinobi Striker. I've noticed this. Like, they have a barrier battle type game mode, then they have basically, I guess you can call it flag battle, where you guys fight over one key, and then you gotta take the key to the treasure chest, and you gotta basically open it before you die or whatever. If you don't open it in time and you get killed, the other team gets a point. If you grab the key, you get a point. If the other team grabs the key, you get a point. It's a weird game mode. And then they have basically if you guys played Overwatch, it's basically carry the payload. And basically what you have to do, you have to see, each team will see how far they can push the crystal. Whoever pushes the crystal the furthest in a certain amount of time wins the game. Like it's literally Shinobi Striker with different game modes, literally. In these two games, Shinobi Striker and Black Clover are the only games to literally go out, get out of that arena fighter stage and do something different. If we can get more games like this with CAC aspects and more movement like this, like look at the movement is nice. I'm enjoying playing bots. Even the bots are challenging too as well. So if we can get more games like Shinobi Striker and Black Clover with CAC things, good hub worlds, medium size, I would take a medium size open world. I would. It would be pretty cool to have a medium size open world game for Black Clover or Shinobi Striker. But yes, guys, you finally know about Shinobi Striker's goddamn, I guess you can call it its first cousin, because they came out around the same time. They're basically cousins. They're literally cousins. They're the same game with different reasons of playing. So if you guys haven't tried this game out, the demo, they do have a free demo on the PSN store. The demo is basically the full version of the game, but it just doesn't have the story. You can't play the story mode, and I think that is really about it. So if you guys want to try the game out, try it out. Just saying, it's a pretty good game. It's really a pretty good game, but it lacks content, and they just need a new game. It just needs a new game at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to know more about this game, because I just was throwing this game in you guys' face on my community post. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, because I've been talking for way too long. 7 minutes is way too long for me. But thank you guys for watching. It is your boy Black Sage. I might talk about other anime games soon, since it's getting down to crunch time. It's almost next year, so yes, I might talk about Kakarot next. Who knows? But like I said, thank you guys for watching. It's Black Sage. I'm gonna holla at y'all, man.